Well, right now, we are on the wrong trajectory in some parts of the country. If we all commit to doing our part to reduce the spread of the virus, I'm confident we can right the ship and plank the curve again, and we can do this together.
As Canadians prep for a first pandemic Thanksgiving, public health officials are warning that our chance to flatten the second curve is fading. And if case numbers continue to rise, those officials warn that it's not just Thanksgiving. The other holidays at the end of 2020 could be at risk as well.
That's not where any of us wanted to be on the way into Thanksgiving. But even if we can't gather this long weekend, we still have a chance to turn things around for Christmas.
The daily numbers provided by Health Canada are stark. On average, 71,000 tests are being done daily. For the last week, Canada saw an average of 1,800 new cases a day. Canada's chief medical officer emphasized that if you live in a COVID hotspot, having a big family gathering might be the worst thing you could do.
For Thanksgiving, if you were in Ontario and Quebec, I think the most sensible thing to do is to keep to your family, immediate social circle for now, because you've seen the epidemic curve, and this is not the time to sort of be complacent about anything.
Our bubbles should be reduced to as small as possible. The people you live with, no more and no exceptions. Not fun, not what people want to hear, but the other alternative, which is a huge spread in cases like we haven't seen here before, it seems to me to be all but avoidable.
Colin Furness is an infection control specialist and says during a holiday like Thanksgiving, people have to be more conscious of COVID than ever. Even inviting a single family member from outside the bubble in could have disastrous consequences.
Having one person over is just one person, but if everybody does it, now we're actually talking about hundreds of thousands of people intersecting between bubbles. If everybody does that, we will have a tidal wave of COVID. So that one person is something you really shouldn't do.
As for Furness himself, he says he's spending Thanksgiving with immediate family only, but he will be taking a walk with some extended family members. He says in an outdoor setting, the risk is limited, but they'll still be observing public health rules, no hugging and no kissing. In Ottawa, Xiaoli Li, City News.